Unfortunately, the art of silence has been lost in our busy world, where noise and talk are ever present. But what if the moments we choose not to speak were just as powerful as the moments we do? How often do we stop and reflect on the meaning of our quiet? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches people how to master themselves through reason and emotional resilience. It offers profound wisdom on when to speak and when to remain silent. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, once said, "It is better to stumble with the feet than with the tongue." This simple yet powerful statement raises an important question. How many times have we regretted words spoken in haste or anger? Stoicism does not merely tell us to refrain from speaking, it urges us to use silence as a tool for growth and inner peace. Imagine facing life's challenges with the quiet confidence that your silence speaks louder than words ever could. In Stoic philosophy, silence is not merely the absence of speech, it is a deliberate and profound response, chosen with care. It is an active, powerful force, a strategy that can ease conflicts, shield us from harm, and deepen our understanding. But when should we embrace silence? Together, we'll explore 9 crucial moments when choosing silence is not just wise, but life-changing. As we dive into these lessons, consider how practicing Stoic silence could transform the way you interact with others and enhance your inner peace. What if you could diffuse a heated argument with a composed, measured silence instead of retaliatory words? How might a quiet pause express more about your emotions and thoughts than speech ever could? Join us as we uncover the profound wisdom of knowing when to stay silent, letting the teachings of Stoicism guide us. Are you ready to embark on this journey? Number 1. When being criticized unfairly. According to Stoic philosophy, being unfairly criticized presents a unique opportunity for growth and integrity. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic ruler, once said, "If something external troubles you, it is not the thing itself that disturbs you, but your judgment of it. And you have the power to change your judgment at any moment." This insight reveals that the true source of our distress is not the criticism itself, but how we perceive and react to it. How might shifting your perspective on criticism make you stronger? Can you recall a time when remaining calm in the face of unfair criticism changed the outcome? For instance, imagine leading a project at work only to have your boss criticize it harshly. A Stoic response would be to analyze the feedback objectively, extracting valuable insights while disregarding baseless negativity. Epictetus taught that adopting this mindset not only preserves your inner peace, but also safeguards your professional dignity. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. To truly live by Stoic principles, respond with composed, well-thought-out actions rather than defensive reactions. Let your silence demonstrate wisdom, strength, and resilience. The quality of your responses, and ultimately, your work, speaks for itself. Choosing not to respond to unfair criticism is not a passive act. It is a strategic one. Stoicism urges us to focus on what we can control, our responses and attitudes. This quiet strength transforms potential conflict into a testament to our personal resilience and philosophical discipline. As you navigate life's challenges, consider how silence can serve as a powerful tool. What opportunities might arise if you choose thoughtful silence over impulsive speech? How might this practice not only enhance your own peace of mind, but also influence those around you? By integrating Stoic principles into our daily lives, especially in moments of unfair criticism, we align ourselves with a philosophy that values strength of character over the fleeting approval of others. This mindset fosters personal growth and inspires others to do the same. In a world where boasting and self-promotion often drown out humility, Stoicism reminds us to embrace silence. The wise Marcus Aurelius once said, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." With this in mind, consider how silence in response to arrogance can shift an ego-driven environment into a space for self-reflection and growth. Criticism is inevitable in life, and often it provides valuable lessons for improvement. But not all criticism is fair. At times, it is meant to wound rather than to help. In such situations, maintaining composure and responding wisely can be difficult. Stoicism, a philosophy that originated in ancient Greece, offers timeless wisdom on handling unjust criticism with grace and dignity. By practicing Stoic principles, we can transform negative experiences into opportunities for self-improvement and inner strength. What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it. Epictetus. When faced with unfair criticism, pause and reflect before responding. This prevents impulsive reactions and allows you to assess the situation with clarity and calm. Detach yourself from the criticism. As the Stoics taught, you control your mind, not external events. Understanding this truth grants you strength. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Recognize that unfair criticism reflects the critic, not your worth. Unjust feedback reveals more about the reviewer's state of mind than about your abilities. If you can separate the criticism from your identity, you will see it more objectively. If anyone can prove and show me that I am mistaken in thought or deed, I will gladly change, for I seek the truth. Marcus Aurelius. Find the wisdom hidden in criticism. Even in the most unfair judgments, there may be a small fragment of truth. Look for any useful insight hidden within the negativity. Use it as an opportunity for growth while discarding unnecessary negativity. First, learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. Epictetus. By embracing these principles, we cultivate resilience, wisdom, and the ability to rise above fleeting emotions. Unfair criticism loses its power when met with silence, reason, and an unshakable sense of self. When someone criticizes you unfairly, stay composed and respond with politeness. This not only demonstrates your inner strength and self-control, but also prevents the situation from escalating. A calm response often neutralizes the critic and reflects emotional maturity. Focus on your own growth. Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Action. Shift your attention away from unfair criticism and direct it toward your goals and personal development. By concentrating on your own virtues and progress, you rise above negativity and continue moving forward. Dealing with unfair criticism can be challenging, but by applying Stoic principles, you can transform these moments into opportunities for growth and resilience. Remember, take a moment to reflect before reacting. Separate criticism from your self-worth. Look for any fragment of truth, if it exists. Respond with calm and respect. Keep your focus on self-improvement. By embodying these principles, you uphold the Stoic ideal of maintaining inner strength and composure, even in difficult circumstances. Number 2, Stoic silence in the face of boasts. Imagine attending a networking event where a colleague boasts excessively about their recent promotions and extravagant lifestyle. The urge to counter their bravado with your own accomplishments may arise, but Stoicism teaches the power of restraint. By choosing silence, you maintain your composure and allow others' words to reveal who they are. This approach preserves your energy for more meaningful conversations. It not only protects your dignity, but also presents you as someone who is confident in their achievements, without the need for external validation. In Stoic philosophy, silence is not passivity. It is a form of strategic wisdom, reflecting self-assurance and insight. A wise Stoic once said, "He who does not wish to be outdone in kindness should not return a single favor with another. He should return many at once." In practice, this means that instead of responding to hollow boasts with words, you should reply with the quiet dignity of your actions and the strength of your character. How often do you find yourself instinctively responding to someone else's success story with one of your own? What if instead you chose to listen attentively, offering only a nod or a smile while keeping your focus on your own path? Embracing Stoic silence in moments of boastfulness leads to a life guided not by competition, but by true contentment and inner success. It fosters an environment where growth and fulfillment are driven by genuine self-worth rather than external comparisons. Reflect on this lesson and apply it to your daily interactions. How might embracing quietness enhance your life and relationships? Share your thoughts and experiences below. Together, let's cultivate a life of greater peace and fulfillment. Number 3. When dealing with anger. Anger often feels like a raging storm, powerful, overwhelming, and uncontrollable. But within that storm, Stoic philosophy offers a refuge, a moment of silence that allows us to regain control. Epictetus, a revered Stoic thinker, advised, "Keep quiet most of the time and only speak when necessary." Imagine a day at work when a colleague's mistake costs you hours of extra effort. Your instinct might be to lash out, venting your frustration immediately. But what if, instead, you chose silence? By not reacting in anger, you grant yourself the time to assess the situation with clarity. This pause prevents unnecessary conflict and opens the door to constructive solutions rather than heated arguments. Think about it. How often has an impulsive reaction in anger led to regret? What if, before speaking, you allowed yourself a moment to breathe and reflect? Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, posed a powerful question. How much worse are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? This insight forces us to consider the aftermath of our emotions. More often than not, the damage caused by an angry outburst far outweighs the original frustration. Consider the example of Nelson Mandela, a man who endured decades of imprisonment yet chose forgiveness over resentment. Instead of allowing anger to dictate his actions, he embraced wisdom and patience, leading a nation toward reconciliation. His silence in the face of injustice was not weakness. It was the ultimate strength, the power of Stoic silence in anger. Choosing silence in moments of rage does not mean suppressing emotions. It means responding in alignment with your highest self. This approach not only fosters inner peace, but also nurtures healthier relationships and a more successful life. As you navigate the daily frustrations of life, remember, silence can be your sanctuary, a space where wisdom prevails over impulse. Embrace it, and you may find that the quiet response is often the most profound and the most powerful. Practical Stoic strategies to manage anger: identify the cause, recognize the specific triggers that spark your anger. Is it a particular person, situation, or event? Self-reflection. Ask yourself why these triggers affect you so deeply. Often, it's not the event itself, but our perception of it that fuels frustration. Acceptance. Understand that while you cannot control external circumstances, you can always control your response. Practice mindfulness. Focus on the present rather than dwelling on past grievances or future anxieties. Deep breathing exercises. When anger arises, Use deep breathing techniques to calm both your mind and body. Pause before responding. Before reacting, take a moment to consider the consequences of your words and actions. Shift perspective. Try to see the situation from the other person's point of view. Practicing empathy can diffuse hostility and lead to understanding. By integrating these Stoic principles into your daily life, you transform anger from a destructive force into an opportunity for wisdom, patience, and growth. Number 4. Silence amidst unfounded rumors. In the world of human interactions, rumors spread like leaves caught in the wind, uncontrolled, unpredictable, and often damaging. False accusations can create confusion and harm reputations, yet Stoic philosophy provides a powerful response: silence. Consider the story of a school teacher in a small town who was falsely accused of misconduct. As whispers and rumors spread, she chose not to fuel the fire with emotional denials or endless explanations. Instead, she stood firm in her integrity, allowing time and truth to be her defense. This kind of silence is not weakness. It is a strategic decision rooted in wisdom. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You hold power over your thoughts, not over outside events. Understand this, and you will be strong." How often have we seen hastily spoken words worsen a situation? How might silence serve as a shield against the arrows of false accusations? By refusing to engage with baseless gossip, the teacher allowed the storm to pass. Over time, as no evidence emerged to support the rumors, the truth stood unshaken. This exemplifies the Stoic approach, focusing on what you can control, your reactions and actions, rather than fighting what you cannot, the spread of rumors. Epictetus provided another powerful perspective. If someone speaks ill of you, praise them in return. This counterintuitive wisdom suggests that responding to negativity with positivity, or in this case, with silence, can change the course of unproductive interactions. Instead of wasting energy defending yourself against every whisper, silence demonstrates confidence, self-control, and trust in the truth. Applying Stoic silence to rumors, pause before reacting. When faced with false accusations, resist the urge to respond immediately. Let emotions settle before deciding on a course of action. Live your principles. Instead of fighting every rumor, let your character and actions speak for you. The truth prevails over time. Control what you can. You cannot stop people from talking, but you can control how you respond. Trust in time. Many rumors fade when left unchallenged. Reacting impulsively often adds fuel to the fire. Silence as strength. Choosing not to engage shows confidence and resilience, two hallmarks of a Stoic mindset. In both personal and professional relationships, Stoic silence offers a path through the chaos of false rumors. It is a tool for maintaining inner peace, preserving reputation, and reinforcing the power of truth. So, as you navigate life's challenges, let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you, finding in silence a profound source of Number 5, how to deal with loss. How do you deal with the utter silence that follows a major loss? Loss is a universal human experience, often leaving a void filled with sadness and confusion. But Stoicism offers a unique approach to navigating pain. C.S. Lewis, the famous author, reflected on his grief after losing his wife in A Grief Observed, saying, "The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before." This deeply Stoic perspective acknowledges that loss and love are intertwined. To have loved deeply means to grieve deeply. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, reminds us, "The day we fear as our last is but the birthday of eternity." What if, instead of seeing loss as an absolute end, We viewed it as a transition, a shift in life's natural flow. How might our response to grief change if we embrace the silence it brings rather than resisting it? Embracing reflective silence. After loss, after experiencing the death of his wife, C.S. Lewis did not try to drown out his sorrow with distractions or force himself to move on too quickly. Instead, he allowed himself to sit in the silence, to think deeply, and to process his emotions fully. This aligns with the Stoic belief that hardships, when approached with wisdom, can lead to personal growth. Silence after loss isn't about avoiding grief. It's about creating space to process, heal, and find meaning beyond the pain. Practical Stoic approaches to loss recognize and accept your feelings. Stoicism does not mean suppressing emotions. Instead, it encourages us to acknowledge them without being consumed by them. Action. Allow yourself to grieve without guilt. Journaling, meditation, or speaking with a trusted friend can help process emotions. Focus on what you can control. You cannot change the past or undo a loss, but you can control how you move forward. Action. Redirect your energy toward honoring what was lost by living in alignment with your values. See loss as a natural part of life. The Stoics taught that everything in life is temporary. Accepting impermanence brings peace. Action. Reflect on the beauty of what you had rather than dwelling on what is gone. Turn pain into growth. Hardships, including grief, can be a path to wisdom and strength. Action. Use your experience to develop resilience and a deeper understanding of life's fragility and beauty. Your reflection on loss. How have you handled loss in the past? Could the Stoic practice of reflective silence help in future moments of grief? How might this approach not only aid your own healing, but also provide comfort to those around you? By embracing Stoic principles, we can navigate grief with wisdom and strength, finding not just healing, but a deeper appreciation for life itself. Number 6. Navigating ignorance with Stoic grace. Have you ever met someone who confidently speaks about a subject they clearly misunderstand? Dealing with ignorance, especially when it's accompanied by arrogance, can be frustrating. But instead of reacting with anger or frustration, Stoicism teaches us the power of patience and restraint. Consider the story of Galileo Galilei, the scientist who championed heliocentrism, the idea that the Earth revolves around the Sun, at a time when the world still clung to geocentrism. Despite fierce opposition, house arrest, and condemnation from powerful institutions, Galileo maintained his dignity. He understood a crucial Stoic principle: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realizing this will give you strength. Marcus Aurelius. Rather than arguing endlessly with those unwilling to listen, he allowed the truth to stand on its own. Over time, history proved him right. His silence wasn't weakness, it was wisdom. How to handle ignorance with Stoic grace. 1. Recognize what you can control. You cannot control another person's beliefs or attitudes, but you can control how you respond. Action. When faced with ignorance, ask yourself, is arguing going to change their mind, or will silence serve me better? 2. Pick your battles wisely. Not every debate is worth engaging in. Some people are unwilling to listen, and arguing only drains your energy. Action. Save your words for those who are open to learning. Instead of reacting emotionally, choose strategic silence. 3. Lead by example. A Galileo didn't win his battle through loud protests. He won by standing firm in his knowledge. Over time, the truth prevailed. Action. Rather than trying to force someone to see your perspective, live in a way that lets your values and knowledge speak for themselves. Accept that some people won't change. Some people hold on to false beliefs not because of a lack of evidence, but because of stubbornness or fear. Action. When you recognize that someone is unwilling to learn, remind yourself that their ignorance is not your burden to fix. Final thoughts. The next time you encounter ignorance, pause before reacting. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Will arguing make a difference, or is silence the wiser choice? By navigating ignorance with patience and grace, you not only protect your peace, but also embody true wisdom. Over time, the truth will stand on its own, just as it always has. Number 7. How to deal with rumors. Have you ever found yourself the subject of whispers, hearing stories about you grow louder as they spread? It's a frustrating experience, but instead of reacting impulsively, Stoicism teaches us that silence can be a powerful response. Consider the story of a community leader devoted to environmental protection. As her influence grew, so did false rumors about her supposed personal gain. Instead of confronting each accusation, she chose to remain focused on her work, remembering the words of Marcus Aurelius. The best revenge is to be unlike him who hurt you. Her decision to stay silent and let her actions speak louder than the gossip eventually caused the rumors to fade. This approach aligns with an important Stoic principle. It is not outside events that disturb us, but how we react to them. Epictetus, How to Handle Rumors with Stoic Wisdom 1. Keep your emotions in check. Reacting impulsively to rumors only adds fuel to the fire. Action. Before responding, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, will my reaction help or make things worse? 2. Let your actions speak for you. A strong character and consistent actions will always outweigh baseless gossip. Action. Stay focused on your goals and let time prove the truth. 3. Correct yourself if the rumor is true. If there is truth in the criticism, accept it with humility. Action. Instead of getting defensive, see it as a chance for self-improvement. 4. Ignore what you can't control. You can't stop people from talking, but you can control how much you let it affect you. Action. Shift your focus from the rumor to things within your power, your actions, mindset, and future decisions. 5. Use humor or silence as a shield. Sometimes, the best response is no response at all. Action. If needed, diffuse the situation with humor or simply move on without explanation. Final thoughts, rumors can spread fast, damaging reputations and causing unnecessary stress. But Stoicism teaches us that the best way to handle gossip is to stay calm, focused, and unaffected. The next time you hear a rumor about yourself, ask, will reacting add value to the situation? Can my silence and patience serve as a stronger response? By mastering this approach, you not only protect your peace, but also earn respect over time. Number 8. When confronted with injustice. Life isn't always fair. At some point, we all face situations where we are treated unfairly, whether it's being overlooked for an opportunity, facing discrimination, or dealing with false accusations. But how should we respond? Stoic philosophy teaches us to approach injustice with inner strength, wisdom, and fairness. Instead of reacting with anger or resentment, we should focus on self-control, clear thinking, and constructive action. The power of patience and forgiveness. The Stoic principle, bear and forbear, means bear hardships without complaining. Forbear or practice patience by letting go of grudges and resentment. A powerful real-life example is Nelson Mandela. After spending 27 years in prison due to apartheid, he could have emerged full of hatred. Instead, he chose reconciliation over revenge, leading South Africa toward peace and unity. His ability to remain composed and rise above injustice is a true demonstration of Stoic strength. How to face injustice with Stoic wisdom. 1. Control your emotions. Injustice often triggers anger, but reacting emotionally can cloud your judgment. Action. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, will my anger help solve this, or will it make things worse? 2. Focus on what you can change. You can't control unfair treatment, but you can control your response. Action. Identify what is in your power, whether it's seeking justice, improving yourself, or finding a new path. 3. Respond with reason, not rage. Anger might feel justified, but calm and logical action is far more effective. Action. If you need to confront someone, do it calmly and assertively, not aggressively. 4. Lead by example. Over time, your character and integrity will prove stronger than any unfairness you face. Action. Stay committed to your values and let your actions speak louder than any injustice against you. 5. Accept what you cannot change. Some injustices are beyond your control. Learning to let go can protect your peace of mind. Action. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy, or is my peace more valuable? Final thoughts. Facing injustice is difficult, but Stoic wisdom teaches us that patience, resilience, and self-control are the most powerful responses. Whether in personal life or the world around us, choosing calm over chaos allows us to preserve our inner peace and dignity. When confronted with unfairness, ask yourself, how can I handle this with what's the best long-term response instead of just a reaction? By practicing Stoic principles, you turn adversity into strength and move forward without bitterness, but with purpose. Resilience, the power of choosing. Your response life often presents us with unfair situations, some small, some life-altering. What truly defines us is not what happens to us, but how we respond. Nelson Mandela is a remarkable example of this. After spending 27 years in prison, he could have sought revenge. Instead, he chose healing over hatred and led his country towards peace and unity. This reflects a core Stoic belief. Our greatest power lies in choosing how we react to outside events. The Stoic approach to injustice and resilience. 1. Maintain inner peace. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Action. When faced with unfairness, focus on staying calm and centered rather than reacting impulsively. 2. Accept what you cannot change. Stoicism teaches us that some things are beyond our control, but we always control how we respond. Action. Instead of wasting energy on what's unfixable, direct your focus on your next step. 3. Think before you act. Reacting in anger or frustration often makes things worse. Stoicism encourages logical and deliberate responses. Action. When faced with unfairness, pause and ask, what's the best course of action? Will this response help me in the long run? 4. Seek understanding, not revenge. Retaliation fuels the cycle of injustice. True strength lies in responding with reason and wisdom. Action. Instead of seeking revenge, find constructive solutions that lead to positive change. 5. Stay true to your principles. Your character is defined by how you respond to difficulties. Action. Make sure your actions reflect integrity, wisdom, and patience, even when facing adversity. Silence as a tool for strength. Mandela, like many Stoics, understood that silence can be more powerful than words. Choosing not to react emotionally gives you control over the situation, allowing you to respond with clarity and strength. Final thoughts. When facing injustice, remember, Your peace is within your control. Your response defines your strength. Choosing calm, reasoned action leads to long-term success. By adopting Stoic resilience, we transform challenges into opportunities for growth, just as Mandela did. Stoic resilience, turning adversity into strength. When faced with unfairness, the Stoic approach is to rise above it with wisdom and grace. Instead of reacting emotionally, we should aim to lead by example, seek constructive solutions, and grow from the experience. 1. Set a moral example. Your character is tested in difficult times. Action. Respond with honor and respect, showing others how to handle injustice with dignity. 2. Focus on solutions, not the problem. Instead of dwelling on the unfairness, focus on finding ways to resolve it. Action. Approach issues with a problem-solving mindset rather than frustration. 3. Communicate with clarity. Many conflicts arise from misunderstanding. Action. Speak openly and honestly with those involved to find fair solutions. 4. Advocate for positive change. If you see systemic injustice, take steps to fix it. Action. Work toward fairer policies and improvements, however small. 5. Learn and grow from the experience. Every hardship is a lesson in resilience. Action. Reflect on the situation and ask, what did I learn? How can I handle this better next time? The power of Stoic silence in handling insults. Epictetus wisely said, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. This means that insults only have power if we let them affect us. Instead of reacting emotionally, Stoicism teaches us to rise above them. 1. Choose silence over conflict. Mahatma Gandhi faced constant insults, yet remained calm. His silence and patience disarmed his opponents and gained public support. Action. Next time you're insulted, pause before reacting. Ask yourself, does this deserve my energy? 2. Control your emotions. Control the situation. Reacting emotionally gives control to the insulter. Action. Stay calm and watch how the situation loses its power over you. 3. Lead by example. Marcus Aurelius said, how much worse are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Action. Choose grace over retaliation. Let your composure be your strength. Final thoughts. Face injustice with honor and wisdom. Focus on solutions, not resentment. Silence is not weakness. It's a powerful response to insults. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. By adopting these Stoic principles, we not only handle adversity with dignity, but we also become wiser, calmer, and more respected leaders in our own lives. Conclusion: the strength in silence. From facing rumors to handling loss, Stoic wisdom teaches us that silence is not weakness, but strength. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Instead of reacting impulsively, we must choose when to speak and when to remain silent. This practice leads to a more peaceful, wise, and fulfilling life. Apply these Stoic principles in your daily life and witness how the power of thoughtful silence transforms your relationships, mindset, and inner peace. If you found these Stoic lessons valuable, like this video to support our content. Comment below with your thoughts. How has silence helped you? Share these deep philosophical insights with those who can benefit from them. Subscribe for more Stoic lessons that will help you grow. See you in the next video for more wisdom and self-improvement.